blood results levels were so high. I was diagnosed with, that's not the news that I wanted to hear. Hi guys, welcome back. If you are new here, click the subscribe button. Today I'm actually going to talk to you about my 9 and 10 week pregnancy update. I am going to be combining 9 and 10 weeks this week. It's been a lot that's gone on. This is not going to be a very good update, and you'll see why in a little while. From 9 weeks, so I was 9 weeks last Thursday. I am 10 weeks and 4 days today, and I'm going to go onto my app. So I'm actually going to go over 9 and 10 weeks. So for 9 weeks, that is the size of baby this week. So onto 10 weeks, so that is the size of baby. So if you go back and you can like see the actual size that it has grown so much in just 1 week, which is so crazy. I'm feeling this babe so much more than the past couple weeks, and now it's actually starting to look like an actual human instead of a little alien. On to 9 weeks, baby was the size of a grape, and that's what baby looks like. It's nearly an inch long at 9 weeks, and at 10 weeks it's now the size of a kumquat, and it's just a little over an inch. So that's crazy, and that goes from crown to bottom, so they don't do from head to toe anymore, which is crazy. It's crazy that I'm actually getting into that point of pregnancy where it's crown to bottom. I started out this pregnancy at 152, and at 6 weeks I was 156, and I noticed that I was losing weight. I'm actually at 145 now, which I haven't seen the 140s in nearly a year. I was working out, nothing was happening, and I'm actually going to get into that later in the video. So just noticed that I was losing weight, and I'm not throwing up, so it's not like I'm losing weight from throwing up and not keeping anything down. I'm not throwing up at all. My heart rate is fast when I eat my breakfast, which obviously you have tons of blood in your system when you're pregnant, so that can obviously cause your heart to pump even faster and more blood. So that's why. My fingers are swelling too, so I actually had to get my rings resized up a half size because I knew that this pregnancy would be really hard on my fingers, and I couldn't even wear my rings anymore. So if you guys noticed in the last couple of videos, I haven't been wearing my rings. That is why, and we finally got them resized, so yay. My eyesight is getting bad. This happens during my pregnancy a lot. With Victoria, my eyesight got super bad, and obviously I didn't want to get glasses for it, and this pregnancy I don't want to either, because I noticed during my pregnancy with Victoria it got progressively worse as I was pregnant. So obviously getting some prescription glasses now wouldn't really do anything. It would just kind of make me have to go in the next 9 months to get a new prescription. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do there. Aversions to ramen noodles. Oh my gosh, I am having so many food aversions. It's crazy. Brayden was eating some ramen noodles, and I literally was gagging so much I had to leave the room. Like, I had to close the door. I could not stand the smell of ramen noodles, so that's another fun one. I have no appetite, but I'm really hungry, and that's kind of crazy because it kind of sucks. I also ran out of Unisom and B6, and my nausea came back full force. I ran out of it for 1 day before we got paid. I had to not have it that day, so it came back, and it stayed for about a week until I got regulated on the Unisom and B6 again. This has been the worst week of my pregnancy so far, and I'll tell you why in just a minute. I'm actually having dark veins. I'm not sure if they're really showing right now, but you can definitely see them on my neck. You can see them like on my arms, like this one is like really popping. But yeah, my veins are getting really dark. So now on to 10 weeks. Actually, this one's kind of in 9 weeks. I got a phone call from my doctor's nurse, my midwife's nurse, and she said that my blood results had come back from my first prenatal appointment, and they said that everything looked good except my thyroid. That's not the news that I wanted to hear. My thyroid levels came back super high, and I didn't really understand to the point that they were super high, and I'll tell you guys in just a minute. I was diagnosed with hyperthyroidism, and another couple days after they had prescribed me something, which I went to the pharmacy to get, they didn't have it yet. They only had one of my prescriptions. I got that prescription. And I come back a couple days later and they tell me that they don't even carry what the doctor had prescribed me. So on Monday, today is Monday, last week's Monday, I started getting really nauseous, and I would eat, and every time I would eat, my stomach would kill. Like, it was like I was having a stomach attack, and it was so painful. I was so nauseous. I had diarrhea that entire day. It was not fun. And of course, I wasn't on my thyroid medication yet because the doctor and pharmacist hadn't communicated that they couldn't get it, so they just kind of ignored it, like it wasn't really important. So I had called my doctor to schedule an appointment to come and see her and say, okay, what the is going on? Like, something is not right. And I kept getting so many DMs telling me that I'm overreacting and that everything is fine and whatever. But I know my body, and I know that something was not right. Something was off. And so I called. They scheduled me for the next day at 2:30. So the next day rolls around. They call me in the morning and say that my appointment has been moved up to 11:30. So now a couple hours later, they call me at 10:30, and then they say that my appointment is completely canceled. I felt so helpless in that moment because I knew that something wasn't right. I knew that something needed to be done and something wasn't being done. And I then get a call that night after the office closed, and they're like, I think it's your thyroid that is causing this. Have you gotten your medication yet? I then explained to them, like, no, I called this morning to tell you guys that I need a new medication because the pharmacist said that they never even had it and can't order it or anything like that. So I'd ordered a new one, and she's like, well, I'm pretty sure that this is your thyroid and you need to take that medication ASAP. And she made it a point to say, your levels are super, super high. When they had first told me that I had hyperthyroidism, they had said that they wanted me to come back in 6 to 8 weeks to take my blood again to see if my levels had dropped or anything like that, or if they were getting higher. And she calls me when we're on the phone, and she tells me that she wants me to come in 4 weeks because my levels were so high. So I feel like I was kind of kept from my actual results. Like, they made it seem the first time like it was not a huge big deal, like it wasn't too high, like it might have been like 0.2% higher than normal, but like apparently it wasn't. It was really high. And now I have done a little bit of research on my own, and I'm wondering if this is causing my gallbladder to malfunction too. So I could have been dealing with this since March, and it just didn't show until now because I haven't felt like this in so long. I couldn't move. It hurt to breathe because my stomach was just so, it felt like it was in knots. And I can't explain it until you guys have been in that situation. It's just so painful, and it's just not good. So now I'm on my medication. I've been on it for 3 days now, and I am loving it. I have no more pain in my stomach. I had that pain for an entire week, and every time I would eat, it would cause that pain, and that pain wouldn't go away until I was hungry, and then I would have hunger pains, and then those two pains would collide together, and it was just not good. So blood results didn't come back very good, and it's really hard to be diagnosed with another thing this year. I feel like my body is just kind of trying to kill me. So it's just been a really hard week. I have been putting this video off for so long, so that's what's been happening. So another little symptom off of the blood test. My hair on my belly is growing. So when I'm pregnant, hair on my belly grows like crazy. It looks like a damn forest. And I don't want to shave it because every time I'm done being pregnant, it just goes away. So I'm sorry if you see my belly and it's really hairy. I have blonde hair, so it's not going to be gross, but like, not the best. And another thing that's happening this week is I am taking my gender blood test. I'm so excited. It's probably going to be in the next couple days. I'm so excited. Our gender reveal is in less than 2 weeks, which is crazy to think that our gender reveal is in less than 2 weeks. With all of the pain that I was having the past week, I couldn't eat or drink anything because it would cause that pain. And I especially wasn't drinking water, so I've been drinking Gatorade and filling it up with water afterwards to get my water intake and to keep my electrolytes up because I'm definitely feeling dehydrated. So that's not good. But yeah, that's kind of the shitty week I've had, and pregnancy isn't all shits and giggles. It is hard work. It is a lot of blood tests that could turn out wrong. It's a lot of tears. It's a lot of pain. But I'm very lucky, so that is my 9 and 10 week update. I'm going to back up and show you my belly. So this is my 10-week belly from the side, from the front with my shirt on, from the other side. Here is with the shirt up, to the side, other side. Let's go ahead and measure my belly. I don't remember what it was at last week. I think it was at like 39. So I'm back down to 37. Exactly at 37. So you guys can see that. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will talk to you in my next one. Bye, guys.
Maybe I shouldn't call you or leave a message at all. So I'll try to be patient, 'cause nothing's written on the wall.